Do you dream of sitting quietly with a sketchbook, drawing from life or from pure imagination, and having what appears on the page actually match what you saw in your mind? If that's you, I want you to know something important. I know exactly what the problem is, and it is not what you think it is. There is a blockage, a very specific, very real blockage that sits between the image in your mind, or what you see on the page next to you, and the mark that actually comes out of your hand onto your blank piece of paper. And today I want to tell you exactly what this is, because most of what you've probably been told about how to solve this problem is wrong. I'll be sharing something later in this episode that might completely surprise you, something about what you already have inside of you that you didn't really know about. So stay with me for that. But first, let's talk about what hasn't been working. You might have been told to practice more, to keep going, to fill sketchbook after sketchbook, and that eventually it will click. You'll be able to miraculously draw. But there is something that no one's telling you. Practicing the wrong approach doesn't actually build skill. It reinforces the very habits that are holding you back. And you can practice incorrectly for years and find yourself no closer to the drawings you dream of making. You may have been told to think more positively. And while I completely believe in the power of mindset, positive thinking alone will not close this gap. It requires something far more specific than encouragement. So what is it? It's one word: belief. Not the kind of belief that comes from telling yourself positive mantras, the kind that comes from real evidence, from doing something you genuinely didn't believe you could do over and over again, watching it appear under your own hand in tiny micro steps. That kind of belief changes everything, and it can't be rushed and it can't be skipped or faked. Now here is what I've come to understand after 35 years of working in this space. Most people think the barrier to drawing is just skill or talent, or both. It isn't. It's not what most people think, because it's not just confidence either. That's closer, but it's still not quite it. The real barrier is the gap between what the mind understands and what the hand can actually produce. And closing that gap is not simply a matter of technique, confidence, positive mantras, and all of that. It requires something far deeper. It requires the mind and the hand to actually cooperate and to learn to trust each other. And that trust is built in a very specific way through a specific sequence, guided by someone who knows exactly where that gap is and how to build the bridge to cross it. I've been specialising in this area for 35 years, and I know that drawing is not, at its foundation, a visual skill. It's actually a thinking skill, a skill that comes from the mind first, the logical thinking. What comes out of your hand is a direct expression of what is happening in your mind, in your emotions, in your confidence, and in your understanding of what you're actually looking at or what you are imagining. So until the mind fully understands, the hand can't follow. So that is why more practice on its own will never be enough. Now, what you already have, and this is the part that I promised you earlier. It genuinely surprises most people when I tell them this. You already have what it takes to draw, very realistically, right now, born in you, the comparison skills that your brain uses every single day, to judge angles, to assess sizes, to read light and shadow, and to sense when something is balanced or off in a space. These are the very foundations of drawing, and you've been developing them your entire life. You've simply never been shown how to direct them towards a pencil and a page. But here is what is equally important, and what almost no one is talking about. Those skills alone are not enough either, because the moment a woman picks up a pencil and the drawing doesn't quite come out as she'd hoped for, something happens in her mind. There's a voice, a conclusion, a decision that arrives so quickly she barely even notices it. And that decision I can't do this. I'm not talented. Why should I bother? That is the real thing that stops her. It's not her hand, it's not her eye or her thoughts or her confidence or her mantras. It's actually her belief. My work is to stand beside her through that moment. And this is the huge difference, having somebody else with you who fully understands this gap. To be there when that voice arrives and to help her push through it. For one more day, one more drawing, and one more small step forward. The way I work is to help you to refine your drawing ability in the tiny baby steps so you can get one success, one tiny success after another. And then those skills come together to form the whole skill of drawing. So you're going to be learning with micro skills, and that's how drawing needs to be learned, in the tiny micro skills, and perfecting and refining those little micro skills before you go on to the bigger and more challenging skills of bringing it all together. So you need to believe in yourself, and this is what I do. I help women to believe in herself before she even believes in herself, and that is the work that produces the breakthrough. It's the encouragement. It is the awareness of the truth that is happening, that she really is learning to draw, and pointing it out, showing her exactly where she's gone right, exactly where she needs to change the technique ever so slightly. I can see if the pencil isn't quite on the right angle that she needs to do it, and I'll explain to her exactly how. So it's not technique alone, even though technique is a carriage, it is her belief that really makes the move happen. And when the breakthrough comes, and it always comes, there is a profound shift, not just in the drawing she creates, but in the woman herself. She looks at what she created and she can't say, just, I copied that well, or I followed those instructions accurately. She says, I drew that, I saw it in my mind, and I made it real. It came out of her. And that is the moment. And it's not reserved for the naturally gifted. It's available to anyone who's shown the right path, supported through the moments of doubt, and given the time to let that connection between mind and hand fully form. And once that connection is made, it can't be unmade. From that point, you can draw whatever you please, from imagination, from life, from photographs. You can continue developing as a fine artist, or discover the world of inventing imaginary characters, or just carry the belief, that quiet certainty, knowing that you can do something that you once believed was impossible. The drawing life you dreamed of is not out of reach. It's simply waiting for you to be shown the right way. So I'll see you in the next episode.